Hey guys, basically I'm back here, and yeah, I'm back doing this, which I obviously haven't reviewed any custom plush in a while, because I haven't really made any until now. And I didn't know if I really was gonna review these, or if I was just gonna save it for Horror Show 2, because believe it or not, these are for, Horror Show and the new and all that. But I might as well just show them here, since I showed off the other Juniors customs. And obviously this isn't all of the rest of the Juniors customs or characters, I guess, but these are probably the last ones I'm gonna make into plushies, as I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to make the Wizards, as it'll just be too much work, and like I'm only really making these for Horror Show 2 and not anything else. They are in Day and Nightmare and all that, but still I'm not gonna have them be withered, and I'm not gonna include any withered versions. But if you're thinking I'm gonna make the Angry Spirit, that's really just something I really would save for the movie, just because of spoilers and all that, which I haven't made her yet, but who knows if I even make her at all. And you saw the thumbnail and everything. I have made 3 other main characters from the Juniors fan game, and I'm just gonna get into it right now. Also, if you hear rain and thunder outside, that's because it's storming outside, so just don't mind it. Alright, to begin this custom plush review of the Juniors characters, we have none other than the Marionette, which, as you can see, is a long boy. And obviously all these limbs are, actually proportionate kind of limbs. And there's kind of these very bendable wires in them. And that's kind of how they're made. And yes, the puppet here, or the marionette, has feet, or at least somewhat of feet, but that's only because I was going off of kind of just any model I could find that I could use, and the ones that I found, the puppet had feet in them, and I just thought I might as well do it, because who really cares? But something the puppet does have, obviously, is 4 fingers on each, and the separated stripes, which the stripes near the wrists and everything, there is more over there, but I did not have room really to put more. I mean, I did have room, but if I put too much there, it would make it seem like all these stripes are all symmetrically connected and all that, and I don't know, I feel like it looks good. And speaking of the face, I don't know if it's not terrible, but then again, I feel like I could have done much better. I wanted to try and do some shading technique with the black Sharpie, and if I'm being honest, I think it's okay at most. It's not perfect, but then again, I don't know how else I can really make this better. But I as a plush, I think it does its purpose, and yeah. But if I will have to say, this is not the most comfortable to hold, mainly as there's lots of kind of gaps in between the legs and somewhat the arms, and that's mainly because the ends of the wires that I was basically I leave ends of the wire out of the arm, out of the end of the arm, so it's easier to attach, and the arm won't be very stiff. But while doing that, there is a chance that obviously the wire, or there'll at least be some gaps and stuff in between, so yeah, there's not much else to say, but here's Junior's puppet. I think it does its purpose, like I said. Now reviewing practically the last animatronic, or somewhat of the last animatronic of the group, which is Balloon Baby. Yes, Balloon Baby, and this thing is fucking horrifying. In-game, this thing is horrifying, but as a plush, this works, honestly, I feel like. It actually, and also a nice little detail I had there is if you look closely on the actual mouth, you can see a tiny bit of red to represent the bottom lip, but then again, I felt like I covered too much black over it, so you can't even tell. But something you can tell that's red on here is his eyes, which are meant to be kind of like his veins and stuff, and also his little stripes on his eyes over here that you can see. I made them black mainly because I couldn't really tell what specific color they are, and I assumed that they were dark blue, but then again, they're so dark you might as well think that they're black, so I made them black. I also think I did his nose well, as well as the eyes, you know, for them looking as dollish and humanish as they can. But something I think I did good on is the hat. The colors, like, they aren't exactly perfect, but they do represent, like, you know, what Balloon Baby looks like. Although something I do feel like I could have done better on is definitely the color of his main shirt and everything. But at the time, you know, and by at the time I mean like today when I got done making this guy, this is like the only closest color I had. I didn't have like I didn't have like the Springtrap kind of color. I didn't have enough of that left. So yeah, I just had to resort to this, and I think this works fine. He also has, like, you know, his little stubs right here are meant to be his gloves and everything. His like kind of collar right here as well. He also has a hair right here, and when you really think about it, when you see the hair, you see there's none on the back. Like, all this right here should be filled out with brown hair, but like the way I made the hair is like it kind of curves up, so you kind of think that it's probably at, you know, at the top or over here of his little cap, which then again, also thinking about it, is kind of weird for his hairline to be like that. But I don't know, I feel like this, you know, it's fine, and now no one's really gonna look at the back. And I just feel like I did good on this. I did good enough, and like the marionette, it serves its purpose for what it should be used for. And the last custom I have to review today, it's not an animatronic, but it's none other than Pallbearer. Yes, I made Pallbearer because you know, I obviously, if you looked in the poster that I kind of remade when I added Fritz in it, he is actually going to be, he was in the poster, so obviously he had to be made. And obviously I can't really say what lore significance Pallbearer is going to have in Horror Show 2, but as you can see, like, I just really like how I made this. And I really like how the limbs are actually kind of just flat, which I know in some cases like doesn't work, but I feel like the legs enough make it look very cute and squishy, and just squishy. and it just works with Pallbearer having like very flat limbs, as even in the game his limbs look flatter than a freaking, I don't know the words, but I don't know. But I feel like this does, you know, like I've been saying, it does what it should and just be a Pallbearer plush. And I feel like I did good on, you know, mainly the face. I feel like, you know, it basically just represents how Pallbearer just looks. And like I've said over and over again, that's what it should be, and how that's all it really should be. But yeah, I mean, here's Pallbearer, and I mean, I like him a lot. And yeah, that's mainly it for this little custom plush review. Don't really have much else to show or say, but obviously since I'm making the rest of like the juniors characters, expect for Horror Show 2 and with the new to come out like very soon this year. And when I say very soon, I mean probably not for a few months, probably during the summer. But, you know, obviously things take time, and let's not even mention the sets I have to make, oh god. But anyways, that is it for, you know, this video, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and hope you get to see what else comes this way in this year and all that. So yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later.